In early 2020, deputies carried out a welfare check at the Florida home of 77-year-old Lawrence Worley. Inside, they found his wife, 50-year-old Victrina Victoria Crites-Worley, alive but with injuries to her arms. She was rushed to the hospital for treatment. In the backyard, deputies discovered Lawrence's lifeless body lying next to 2 fillet knives. He had been stabbed multiple times in the neck and torso. Blood evidence suggested he was attacked inside the home, then moved outside. Investigators also uncovered critical evidence in the home, including a note in Crites-Worley's diary stating she wanted a divorce again. After a week in the hospital, Crites-Worley is well enough to be released. She's brought down to the sheriff's office for questioning.
Am I being charged with something?
Well, we're trying to find out what kind of happened at the house, you know, your injuries and Larry's injuries.
Because I've been trying to put that together in my head since I've been in the hospital, and
Yeah. And?
That's all we're trying to figure out. That's why we had to read your Miranda. We got to make sure you want to talk to us. And that's what we're trying to figure out. So it's at any time, as you said, you can stop. But until then, if you want to, if you want to speak with us, it's completely up to you.
Yeah, if you want to tell us what happened.
I wouldn't mind talking to you, but I just don't know what happened, and I don't want to say something that is not.
Well, we don't want you to say anything that's not true. We only want to get the truth.
See, that's what I'm saying. Because I can't. I just remember leaving the house in the car. That's the last thing I remember.
Do you need help sipping, or you can do with that?
Thank you.
Well, that's what we're hoping, that perhaps we can, you know, refresh your memory a little bit, and it would, you know, perhaps you'll start remembering some things. You think that's possible? Give it a try? Because I'd like to find out what happened, you know, and I'm sure maybe you'd like to refresh your own memory, correct? What do you think? Firstly, do you go by do you like to be called Victoria or Victrina?
Victoria.
Okay. So Victoria, do you think you'd like to try and refresh your memory about what happened?
See, I mean, I've been asked that question, and that's as far as I can remember, is just saying that we were talking about. No, we weren't talking. I asked him straight up about being a minor in our bed. I knew he was sleeping with other women, but that's adults. That's all on them. But I will tolerate with minors.
Right, I understand.
And all I remember is I took a shower. When I got out of the shower, he is being the way he always is when he's trying to cover up it, cleaning the house, making everything so sweet and blah, blah, blah. And I just remember grabbing my keys and walking out the door.
You're grabbing your keys? And after your car keys?
Yeah.
And where'd you go then?
I don't know. That's the last thing I remember.
Did you go for a drive, or Did you just sit in the car?
I don't know.
Why is it that you think you can't remember? Was it medication or? Did you take medication?
Well, I do take, I was taking medication, but because there was blood all over the house.
Yeah. How did that happen? How did that blood happen?
See, I don't know.
When was the first time you saw the blood? Before you went to sleep?
I was trying to get my medication open.
Uh-huh. And when was that?
I don't know.
Was it at nighttime or morning time?
I don't know. And I couldn't open my pill bottle. That's when I seen the huge gash in my arm. But the thing is, I didn't feel anything. It wasn't hurting. It was bleeding. But I was like completely numb and everything, to everything. And all that, I couldn't get my pills open. So I smashed them open with my foot.
Okay.
And then I finally fell asleep.
And then you woke up in the morning?
And I took more.
Took more? When did you take more?
When I woke up that morning.
Okay. So was the blood there when you first took the pills the night before?
I didn't notice. All I know is I couldn't open my pill bottle and my arm had a huge gap in it.
Well, I think you would have noticed, if there was a lot of blood there, right? I mean, that's not something that you just don't notice.
But I didn't. All that I noticed, because I couldn't open my pill bottle. I wasn't crying. I didn't feel it. I didn't anything. I just couldn't open the pill bottle.
Was the blood, was that Larry's blood or your blood?
I don't know.
You're not sure? What do you think? Do you think it was your blood? Do you think it was Larry's blood? Do you think it was both?
I don't know.
What's the last thing you remember talking to Larry about?
About him having sex in our marital bed, which would explain why he suddenly decided he wanted to get rid of it with a minor.
Well, how do you know he had sex with a minor?
Because I found something
What did you find?
on his phone.
And what was that?
There was some communication. He's always on his phone FaceTiming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is it that you saw that got you upset? I mean, something had to get you pretty upset. You know, for everything to end up to happen like this.
I can't remember, but
Was it something he texted?
I don't know.
Was it photos or something that was texted?
I don't know.
You don't want to remember, or you kind of do remember, you don't feel comfortable talking about it?
No, I mean, the thing is in one way, I don't want to remember, because I think that has a majority of why I try to saw my arms off, which I regret not accomplishing that,
Mm-hmm.
because I felt like such a piece of, to be with such a piece of.
So, you felt like a piece of shit because he had sex with other people, or?
No, it's not him having sex with other people. He's a cheat. Okay, big deal. They're adults, he's an adult.
Mm-hmm.
Having sex with little kids is not okay. That's beyond being a cheat.
So, it got you pretty angry, right?
I don't know what it got me. I just remember telling him, you know, all it takes is for you to grow a pair, man up, and just tell me.
He wouldn't tell you?
And we go our separate ways.
Mm-hmm.
And instead he sits there and denies it over and over and over and over, because that's just the kind of piss ant, little wannabe man he is.
And he wouldn't tell you the truth?
No.
But you already knew the truth because you saw the phone.
But even before that moment, I knew had him cheating. And I'm the one who started the divorce, and he's the one who followed me all around telling me, please come home, I love you, I need you, and blah, 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 blah,
Mm-hmm.
blah. And I just kept telling him, all you have to do is just tell me the truth. Because I knew it already.
You knew it already, right.
Yeah.
And he kept lying, and that just made you more angry?
No, it's not that it made me angry. It just made me disgusted with him.
Uh-huh. I understand. Your marriage to Larry was your second marriage?
I'm trying to remember.
What was your first husband's name?
Well, it wasn't really a husband. It was just a boyfriend that I was with a long time.
Uh-huh.
We lived in Mexico and stuff. And
Uh-huh. So, and you had children with him?
I mean, yeah, and I'm okay with, I'm not, I was never one of those people that played the sob story. I got myself into something because I came from a fucked up family and made a lot of bad choices, and I just tried my best to make up for it by teaching my kids not to make those very same mistakes.
Right. How many children do you have, Victoria? 3? Yeah, and what are their names?
Justin, Nico, and Adriana.
Justin?
Nico and Adriana.
Nico, okay. So you have...
Well, it's Nicholas.
Nicholas, right. But you call him Nico.
Right.
Okay. When was the last time you spoke with them?
Oh, it's been a while. At least a couple months.
Couple months? Why so long?
Because when this first started, Larry punched me in the eye.
Okay.
And because he would buy them stuff
Mm-hmm.
that I was never able to do for them, they took his side. And I told them, I'm like, you know, if you're not capable of being on my side and you're adults and I'm an adult,
Mm-hmm.
then that's fine with me. I'm not going to cry over spilt milk. Then you choose how you choose.
And that upset you too.
You know, I mean, no, it's just they're adults,
Right.
you know.
But you felt that they should have taken your side?
No, I mean, it's just, you know, I hate to say this, but I'm very disconnected from anybody in my family all my life.
Do you have brothers and sisters?
No.
No brothers and sisters.
My brother himself.
Okay. Are your parents still alive?
Nope. Thank God that bitch finally died and my father was killed by a drunk driver.
Okay.
Whom
Well,
I'm sure she had something to do with. Because she didn't spend one day in jail and my mother sells out of court for millions of dollars.
why do you call your mom a bitch?
Because she is. She used to beat me, my brother. And I find it so convenient how he can have a mental health problem, you know, but then, you know, I was stuck with, you know, being stuck there after he was gone, and my mom had to find ways to cover up stuff because she was the Indian miracle healer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they would come to the house and blah blah blah. You know, she can have none of that around that she has no power at all, that she's just screwed up.
Mm-hmm. So you kind of, I guess what you're kind of telling us, you didn't have a great childhood growing up.
I didn't have a great childhood at all. When I did, it was only with me and my brother and my dad.
Okay.
He would take us camping.
You got along with your dad?
Yes, I did.
You had a lot of fun times with him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Good
would
memories?
take us fishing and hunting, and
Mm-hmm.
he was a wonderful outdoorsman.
Yeah. So, I guess for looking for a man in your life, did you want that person to be like your dad?
No.
No.
Nobody will ever be like my father. And I don't want to date my father.
So, you graduated high school, right?
No, I didn't, because I got put in the Arizona State Hospital.
Oh, okay. You didn't go, how about at any time after that? Did you finish your education and then go to college?
Well, I did. I was in the middle of it when I got in the car accident.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't have the memory to do those things anymore.
When did you have the car accident?
2007.
Okay, 2007. And then when do you meet Larry?
I met Larry in 2013.
And where were you living then? What state were you living
Indiana.
in? Okay. So you've been with Larry for about 7 years then?
Yes.
Okay.
But we got married in 2015.
Married in 2015. Okay. What other states did you live in with him?
That's it. Just Indiana and here.
Okay. Did you ever live in Texas?
No, I mean, I've been through Texas. I wouldn't call spending a month there living there.
Okay. You never lived in Texas, huh?
I mean, I guess because I moved from, I don't know how long it was. I don't recall it being a month. Seems like just a couple of weeks. I was considering moving there.
Okay. You and Larry, or?
No. This was so long ago. I was so young.
Okay.
We had so many tornadoes hit all at once in the same place.
Mm-hmm.
I remember thinking to myself, coming from Tucson, where there was no weather like that, okay, I'm good. I don't want to live here. Just packed up my stuff and went back to Arizona.
Okay. So you marry Larry, and did you call him Larry or Lawrence?
Larry.
Larry. Okay. So you marry Larry in 2015, and then you moved to Florida almost immediately?
Well, because he wanted to move to Florida because he wanted to come here and ride his motorcycle. But then he got hit by a car that broke his pelvis.
Oh.
And he's been taking care of his lazy kid for the last 15 years in his basement, carrying him around, doing whatever for him. And during that time, he can't even walk his butt up the stairs to see if he needs anything.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it is. I mean, I just could not, and then when he would ask him to help with something, it would turn into a when I feel like it kind of thing, and he would just act like that was acceptable.
Right. Which kid was the lazy kid?
All of them are.
All of them?
Well, all of them are. But, they're just the boys. It's especially the boys.
Okay. What about Lisa?
I have no qualms with Lisa. I mean,
Yeah, you like her?
Lisa has always been, it seemed to me that she was always trying hard to do things the right way. And
So would the boys ever visit?
no, nobody ever visited.
The boys never came to visit here in Florida?
No.
What about Lisa?
Lisa came one time when I was not around, during the divorce.
So that was probably early in the year she came to visit you.
I don't know. All I know is that when I asked for the divorce and I was gone working,
Mm-hmm.
and he was lying to everybody about this, that, or whatever it was. I have no idea. I mean, but they never, it was not like they were visiting all the time, making it sound like it's a family affair. No, I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. So you were gone for a while with the divorce, or with the divorce proceedings,
Right.
And then you came back in March?
I don't know. I mean, it was, what is this month?
We're in April. Today is April the 6th.
Because I filed for the divorce.
You filed?
Yeah, he didn't. I did. I filed for the divorce. And we were supposed to stay in the marital home together.
Mm-hmm.
But he was driving me mad.
Mm-hmm.
And I finally just said, I can't be around you. You are my illness. I'm going to get a job and leave. I got a job. I didn't ask him for any money. I didn't ask him for anything. I just moved with a job that had money
Mm-hmm.
and whatever else it is that I needed. And he followed me to that job, Tampa. He put trackers on my car. He did all kinds of crazy crap.
Mm-hmm.
Telling me, telling me what I'm doing on my phone and da da da. And you know, I mean, it was. So I moved again.
Okay.
I got another job in Sarasota, even further away.
Mm-hmm.
And he would continue to come up there. Then he went to the police station. Because I sent him a picture of the house where I was staying.
Mm-hmm.
Just to tell him, you know what, I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
I figured it was the least that I could do.
Right.
This is where I'm staying. Everything's good. Don't worry about me. But now, he's got to be a problem maker. He takes the police station, the picture to the police station. This is out of his own mouth.
Right.
And he tells me that he told them that my wife is having a breakdown and blah, blah, blah. Keep an eye out, and et cetera, et cetera. I'm like, why would you do that when I'm not having any problem? I just need to get the hell away from you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, why would you jeopardize my job like that?
So you said that he was driving you mad when you were back at the house, when you were going through the divorce proceedings. So driving you mad, like how is that making you feel? Very angry?
A couple of times. I made that phone call. He didn't. I did.
Mm-hmm.
I even went so far as to get help from my neighbors, which I felt so embarrassed about. I really wasn't wanting to make our personal problems other people's problems.
Right.
Because he just would push and push and push, and I just know at some point I'm gonna flake out.
Like what?
Just what I do. I mean, I just get to this useless filling point where I'm just like, what the hell are you even doing here? Not just here, I mean here, breathing space. You're wasting somebody's breathing space.
What about hurting Larry? Was he
never,
making you that angry?
I never.
Sometimes?
I mean, we would argue
Mm-hmm.
about just, why can't you just tell me the truth?
Mm-hmm. But would he make you angry sometimes that you just wanted to, instead of hurting yourself, hurt him?
It always ended with me just wanting to hurt myself.
Okay. Did you guys ever get in any physical fights?
Just when he punched me, that was the day I went to the attorney.
Mm-hmm.
And because I had a black, bloody eye. And
Did you call the police?
when I went to the attorney, it's just because I told her, I said, he could manipulate and lie and do all kinds of stuff to me. But I swore to myself I was never going to allow myself to be in a physical abusive relationship again.
Mm-hmm. You were previously in a physically abusive relationship?
Yes.
Okay. Is that with your children's father?
With the boyfriend from Mexico.
Uh-huh.
And that is the reason for my strokes, because basically he used my head as a punching bag.
Okay. So let's kind of move a little bit forward here. You know, you move back in with Larry. Divorce is still going on, but you move back in with Larry.
When I moved to Sarasota, he was asking me to come home. I mean, he's the one that was like, please come home. And I even told him, no, I don't want to go back. I don't want anything to do with this marriage. And he begged and pleaded and begged and pleaded and begged and pleaded. And I finally just told myself, I'm like, well, maybe he does have feelings for you. Look at everything he's going through. So I told him, I said, okay, we'll try it. And not even a week goes by and I fire an email to my divorce attorney. I know I said we were going to put it off, but no, go forward with the divorce.
So this was getting you pretty angry now. You're getting pretty upset with Larry.
No, at this point, I just sent the attorney my...
Well, you wanted a divorce, so that doesn't mean you're happy with Larry. It would mean
I just
the
wanted
opposite.
a divorce. No,
but it would mean that you're not happy with him.
I just wanted a divorce. That was it. I mean, I just didn't want to play his games anymore. I just wanted a divorce.
And then eventually you find out about these other women and the minor.
No. I knew always about the other women just because I can tell when he lies.
But the minor?
See, that
pushed you to the limit.
Because regardless of the fact how my own kids deem me or whatever it is, I don't let anybody hurt children. Whether they're mine, other people, whatever, I will always defend kids. Just because of my own shit that I've been through and nobody was there.
But the sex with the minor really got to you. Is that a fair statement to say?
The problem that I'm having, that I believe I had with it, was just it was in our house, in our bed.
Right.
And just what a disgusting, I mean, that he is 75 years old. He should know that a 75-year-old man should not be having any kind of anything with a child.
How old was this child?
I know that she was under 18.
Okay. So he won't admit that to you, though.
No, he won't.
But you knew the truth.
But I knew. I mean,
And it just kept getting you more and more angry at him.
I just wanted him to tell me, you know, and he just...
If he had told you the truth, what do you think would have happened?
If he had told me the truth...
Do you think you still would have been just as angry?
If he had told me the truth, I just...
Or do you think he would have reacted the same way?
He's incapable of telling the truth. His whole family is incapable of telling the truth about anything.
But he never told you the truth. Victoria? Did he tell you the truth?
About what?
About the with the minor?
He still hasn't admitted that he sleeps with other men, other women. And yeah, oh yeah, and and then I found out, just, yeah. Yeah.
So, do you and Larry have a big argument about this?
No, just that's all that I remember was just asking him and us going back and forth. I was asking him just, do you want to tell me who this girl is? How many times? And the thing is that, I'll tell you the thing that made me the most upset is that the whole time he's calling me a whore, telling me I'm the one that's out f***ing and this and that or whatever, he's the one that's actually doing it. I was working 24/7 as a live-in. You don't have time to do anything.
I don't think he's really answered my question about being upset. How angry was it getting you that he had the sex with the minor, but he wasn't telling you? It was getting you pretty angry?
No, I don't think it was really so much angry as just, I was kind of bewildered and frustrated as to why would you go through all of that to continue to follow me all the way to Sarasota, tell me how much you need me, how much you love me, just all of these things. And that is the epitome of a man who has to have his cake, double icing and double cherries.
Meaning having sex with her and still you?
No, having sex with everybody, anybody. And, and me at home to cook, clean, him, blah, blah, blah.
So while you were still living there, was he bringing these women back to the house when you were still there?
Where?
When you went back to live at the marital home, was he bringing these women back there while you were there?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
You don't know, or you don't want to remember, really?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, other than coming to find out that, the things, the people involved, I didn't realize that they were right here in Ocala and wherever else, I mean, and until I woke up at the hospital and overhearing that I shouldn't have overheard.
Like what?
The nurses.
The nurses were?
The nurses were what?
Doing what? Having sex with who? Larry?
The nurse. Because I could hear him.
You could hear Larry?
Talking.
Talking.
And his whole f***ed-up family and all of that.
Yeah. But you never answered my question. Was he bringing the minor into the home with you there?
Now, and I told him that, because see, that's what he did to his ex-wife and all of his wives, and that's the thing that just cracks me up, is that, he is sitting there with his first wife, his kid's mother, and blah, 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 and they're talking about him f***ing other people right in front of her, and she's sitting there. I want you back and blah, blah, blah. And they're talking about me hanging around for money and this and that, whatever. I would never lower myself to that level to be like getting on and knowingly be accepting of that. And Madeline, his wife, they're all just accepting of his garbage, and I don't have nothing to do with it. I just wanted to walk away.
But you didn't, and he kept having sex with everybody, and I think that's probably what was upsetting you even more.
No, I did walk away.
But you came back.
Because I thought he was being truthful, but not even, I didn't even spend a week there that I sent my lawyer an email saying, no, let's go on with the divorce.
Meanwhile, he's bringing women back into the home while you're there.
No, I never seen him do that while I was there.
Well, you didn't know about it, but that's what was happening?
I don't know. I don't think so. Because I was always at home.
So, the night all this blood is all around and everything, what happened? How did that happen? Did you get angry at him? Did you guys have a fight?
I don't know.
Well, I'm sure you remember.
But I don't.
I mean, this isn't something like that you just don't forget. You remember all these other things from your past, but something a week ago you're not remembering.
Because my past is my past.
Well, a week ago is your past too. I mean, it just doesn't go away. Something happened. For it to get to that point, something happened. I mean, I know you didn't forget that.
But I did. I don't know what happened.
No, Victoria. Did y'all recently buy a camper?
He bought the camper.
Okay. When did you buy that? Roughly. Remember when?
I don't know.
Was it before you moved back or after you moved back?
He used the camper as like, come back and we'll go camping and we'll try to work on our marriage and blah blah blah.
So did you guys go camping?
Yeah. Just here in Florida.
Where'd you go to?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Did you go to a beach, an RV site? Just out in the woods anywhere?
I'm not sure, just out in the woods, like RV places.
Did y'all go with anybody else or just you two?
Just us.
Do you remember what place you went to, the name of it or anything?
No.
How was the weather when y'all went?
It was beautiful. It's hard for it not to be beautiful weather in Florida.
Sometimes it's hot, but so that was when you moved back up from St. Pete or Sarasota. You guys started going. You went camping a couple times.
Yes.
Trying to rekindle.
Something like that.
Right. And it was just you two that went camping. Nobody else.
Yes, just us.
And how long did y'all go camping for? A week, a couple days?
No, not very long because I really wasn't interested in the bullshit that was coming out of his mouth.
Yeah, it was all just a front.
Yeah.
Okay. And how long have y'all been since? From the night of the incident. How long had it been since y'all been? How long y'all been back home from camping?
I don't know, 2 weeks or something. A week.
Okay.
I don't know.
2 weeks. The
A
truck
week.
was so about a week to 2 weeks. Okay. The truck was hooked up to the camper. Were you guys fixing to go camping again? Or is he always hooked up?
I don't know what he was planning to do.
Were y'all planning another trip?
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know?
I started taking online courses for a faith-based counseling program.
Recently?
Yeah.
Good.
And it's not been recent. I've been doing it for 6 months now, 5 months. And he just, he's like, oh, you gotta come back and just do your studying in the quiet of the home and da. You don't have to be taking care of other people when you're trying to get this done. And finally, that was some of the reason why I just went home. Because I was like, fine, I'm here. You wanted me home so bad. I'm here. I'm going to finish my courses, but I'm getting the divorce.
Right. So y'all did your trip. You got back about a week or so before all this happened. Now, when you guys got back, you said, does the truck normally hooked up to the camper, or was it? Do you think it hooked up the day or day before this past week?
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know?
You didn't like the camper? You didn't want him to buy the camper?
No, I thought the camper was really cute. I had a good time in the little camper. Hanging out and talking and hiking. I like the camper.
So you said earlier you guys were in an argument, and then you don't remember much after that. Where were you guys arguing at? In the backyard? In the house?
Kitchen.
In the kitchen?
By the sink.
Kitchen by the sink. Okay, what do you remember what happened after? So you guys get in an argument, and you said you grabbed your keys?
I took a shower. I told him we were arguing about whatever. I just said whatever. I went into the bathroom and I took a shower when I came back into the kitchen. And that's the thing that really cracks me up, is that his kids are such little whining bitches. They want to sit there and say that he's spending all his money on me. But that's the way he is. When he's doing stuff, he buys me to try to make up for it. So he has this whole attitude. He cleaned up the kitchen real good, started putting up stuff and blah, blah, blah. And then when I walked out of the bathroom and came to the kitchen, he's like, oh, honey, and this and that, and da-da-da-da-da, blah, 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 trying to be all sweet and everything. I just didn't even say nothing to him. I just left.
You left? Okay. Do you remember, was that Friday or Saturday?
I don't know what day it was.
Did y'all go anywhere prior to that together? Earlier that day?
I don't know. I don't know what day it is today.
Well, today is Monday. You're in the hospital for roughly a week. You called us on a Monday morning when you found your wrist like that. So was it like a day or so before? Maybe Saturday or Friday morning you guys started the argument? Or Saturday afternoon?
Was Saturday night, maybe?
I don't know.
Okay, so you remember leaving.
No, yeah, I just remember grabbing my keys.
Right, and leaving.
And that's it.
But you don't remember where you went to? You think maybe, did you go out to one of the stores? Where do you like to shop?
The problem is, I just, once I get to a certain manic level, I can, and I do, just, I just thought I would forget stuff, but I just black out and just, but I have to be at a very high level of being manic.
What do you mean by being manic?
Well, because I have been diagnosed with being bipolar and just, I can feel myself when I'm starting to get manic.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why I just left. I just felt that I was just getting to that point and I just left.
So
What
you
is that
lose
feel-
control? Is that what you mean by manic? You lose control and can't control what you do?
I just black out.
But do you, like he asked you, do you lose control when you get manic? Does it cause you to do things that you don't really want to do?
Well, like myself, I tell myself I mean, do I want to do that? But by the end of it, I will convince myself that myself is the best thing there is to do.
Is that how you felt that night? You felt
Absolutely.
like yourself that night?
But I feel that way all the time.
You feel that way all the time.
Do you remember doing it? Victoria, you mind looking at me when I'm trying to ask you? Victoria, do you remember doing that at all to yourself? You don't remember at all? Nice. You remember arguing with him? You remember grabbing your keys, right? Do you remember driving anywhere? Do you remember calling anybody?
Just when I finally opened my pill bottles
Right.
and I finally got some sleep, the next morning I took more
Mm-hmm.
and it calmed me down enough that that's when
So the night before you were still bloody, but you took pills because you couldn't sleep?
I took the pills because I was feeling weird and I couldn't sleep. I just wanted my medication.
Right. And was your wrist already bloody at that point?
I was looking at them and I said, this is obviously, I guess, why I can't open the pill bottle, but it wasn't phasing me.
Right. That was the night before, correct? And then you went to sleep and you woke up again and took more? And then
Mm-hmm.
okay, so we know the night before your wrists were already cut. And that's what it looked like happened, is that your wrists were already cut. So that's why we're trying to figure out about what time you cut your wrist. When do you think you did it?
I don't know.
Do you remember what knife you used for it?
I can tell you it wasn't one of the kitchen knives because all of our knives are very dull.
Okay, what kind of knife was it then?
I don't know, but
I don't know what color it was.
I just know that all of our kitchen knives are very dull.
Okay, so where'd you cut your wrist at? I know not on your personal body, where in the house did you cut your wrist? Or did you cut it outside?
I don't remember. I just remember feeling so disgusted with myself that I could be married to a person like that, and I just
And that's cut your wrist?
He asked you before if you were outside or inside the house when you did it. Do you think maybe you were outside or?
well, that's what I was trying to remember. And that's why I just said that all I remember is just feeling so sick to my stomach about just what kind of human being I am that I would find anything about this person attractive.
You said that none of your kitchen knives were dull. So where did you get the knife from?
No, I said that I know it was none of our kitchen knives because I've been complaining for a very long time that we need new kitchen knives.
Mm-hmm. Where did you get the knife from then? Not yourself.
I still don't know if it was a knife or what it was. I mean, obviously it was something, but I don't know what it was.
Yeah, you did a pretty good number there. So you remember? So we'll go back to Sunday. So I guess Sunday night, you remember your wrist being Sunday night. Now what about Sunday morning? Do you remember eating breakfast Sunday morning at all? And do you remember if your wrists were cut at that point already?
I don't know. I'm getting confused. Well, I couldn't open the doors that you have to turn,
Mm-hmm.
and I was really drained. I couldn't walk very far. So I walked to the lanai,
Mm-hmm.
and I was calling for him, and I walked throughout the house. I would sit down, take a breather, lay down, get back up, call, sit down. And I was just doing that over and over and over, and he never answered me. And then I walked to the back. I kicked the door open. I walked to the side. And I seen the side of the house and down the hill. And I thought maybe he had fallen from the boat. And I just went back inside, and that's... I couldn't...
What did you see when you said you saw down the hill? What did you see?
He was just laying there.
Larry?
And that's...
Did he say anything to you?
I couldn't walk down there. I couldn't make the walk down there. I was just too tired.
Well, you didn't get down there because you had leaves on you. So you must have been outside and been near him. Did you go lay down next to him?
I don't know, but before I didn't go down there.
Okay. So how about maybe the day before, sometime the day before or the night before? Did you go down there?
I don't remember.
How do you think he got down there? What do you think happened?
Let's go back to when you guys were arguing. What did y'all eat for dinner that night
I don't know.
when you guys argued? Did he usually cook or you usually cook?
I could.
Okay, do you remember cooking anything? Remember if you barbecued anything? When was the last time you guys ate together?
We eat together all the time.
What'd you eat?
I don't know.
Did he cook or you cook?
I cook. He doesn't cook. I cook.
Does he ever cook outside?
We barbecue occasionally, yeah.
If you're cooking outside, what would he barbecue typically?
random stuff.
Such as?
I don't know, hot dogs, brats, pork steak.
What's the last time he cooked on a barbecue? When was the last time?
I don't know.
Victoria. Can you look at me? Do you mind looking at me?
I don't know when the last time is. I mean, it's just a very random thing that we just
Right,
do
sometimes
occasionally.
barbecue, right. What's the last time he barbecued?
I don't know.
You don't know? Could have been the day you all argued?
I don't recall what day that was.
I mean, it was about a week ago. It actually
Maybe
been
Saturday.
It'd have been a Saturday probably.
And this is a subject that, you know, it's just, I don't know why he just, instead of painting me out to be this horrible person, he just didn't accept the divorce
Mm-hmm.
and just let me go. You know, and he could go with whoever he wanted.
Right.
It really wouldn't be that hard.
No, I agree with you. If it was simpler, we wouldn't be here right now, would we? So you argued, you were telling him about, you knew about the girl he slept with, the 16-year-old, not the adult, you didn't care about that. So what did he say about that? What did he tell you?
The same thing he always did. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never done anything.
What else did he say? Did he call you any names?
Yeah, you know, of course he did. You're the one f***ing around. You're the one that's screwing people. You're the one that's this, and you're the one that's that. You.
That was that same day.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about in the kitchen. And then I just said, you know what, I gotta take a shower. I can't listen to this anymore.
Did you go to the liquor store,
I don't know.
Victoria? If you drove somewhere, you'd remember that.
Do I?
If you drove somewhere, you would remember that.
You said you went out to the car. You grabbed the keys.
But I don't remember where I drove. I took a shower and I grabbed the keys
Mm-hmm.
and I left is what I remember.
Because somebody remembers seeing you at the liquor store. You remember what you bought there?
No.
What do you like to drink normally when you drink alcohol?
I don't know. It's been so long since I had anything to drink. I'm not a big drinker.
What would he drink?
I don't know. I guess it depends on who he's, what he's drinking.
Well, say he's not at the time. It's just for you and him. What would he drink? Mm-hmm.
Oh, what is that called? It's an Italian liqueur.
You know what, Discerno?
Yeah, Discerno. Yeah.
Discerno?
Discerno.
Did you drink it too, or just him?
No, he's the one that mostly drinks that. Occasionally I would have some.
Okay. So you guys, you got in the argument, and you left. I know you say you don't remember, but you were seen at the liquor store. So could we get past that point?
Okay.
Remember going to the liquor store?
No.
Because the guy remembers you coming in.
Okay.
That was on Saturday. So if you went to the liquor store, where would you go from there?
I don't know.
Hey, Victoria. I can only help you piece this together if you help me here. And just keep telling me I don't know. It makes it very hard.
Because I don't know.
What do you exactly remember? You remember grabbing the keys and leaving. So you remember driving. You don't remember where to.
I remember grabbing the keys and leaving because I needed to clear my head.
Yeah, understandable. Okay. You try to think what else you were looking at. Because we really need your side of the story for this whole thing.
I just wanted to clear my head. I thought if I went for a drive, I would just be better.
Mm-hmm. So remember about your drive.
I don't.
Hey, Victoria. Victoria, you mind looking up? I need your help to help piece this together for what happened. Obviously something bad happened. So we need to find out what happened. I need your side of the story for that part.
But that's all that I remember. I mean, yeah, I grabbed my keys because I needed to go for a drive because driving always makes me feel better.
Okay.
And that's all that I intended to do was just drive.
Right.
Did Larry go with you?
No, I wanted to go by myself.
Okay. Did you go to the liquor store?
Well, if you're saying I did, I don't remember going there.
Did you go maybe somewhere else? Where do you normally like to try? If you go to a store, which store do you like to go to?
Well, the typical store that everybody goes to, Walmart.
You like going to Walmart?
It's the only store around.
Okay.
So did you go to Walmart too?
I don't know.
Victoria?
I mean, if you went to Walmart, you'd remember that. I mean, it's the only store around, so there's no other place to think
I don't
about.
recall. I don't know. And I don't, nothing.
Do you think maybe you went to Walmart? Was there something you wanted to get from there?
What type of sodas do you drink?
I don't drink soda.
If you were to drink a soda, what would you drink? Would you drink an energy drink?
No, I don't drink energy drinks. I don't drink things with caffeine. I don't drink sodas, coffee, nothing. I only drink water. Juice.
You don't drink soda?
Well, this I'm drinking because I have an
Upset stomach, right, yeah.
But there was a soda in your car.
What kind of soda?
I'm trying to remember what it was. It was some type of tall can. It was a soda. Some type of soda. I don't drink much soda. I drink mainly water.
Yeah, I don't do those energy drinks or, no.
What'd you do it if you were upset?
No.
What'd you do if you were tired?
No, if I'm tired, I try to take advantage of it and go to sleep. Especially if it's late at night or time to go to bed.
So you don't drink soda? Alright, so what other store do you think you may have went to? Victoria, can you look up? What other store do you think you went to?
I don't know.
Do you remember going to Walmart?
I don't know.
Well, it's the only store, like you said, it's the
It
only
is
store
the
you would
store,
remember if you
especially
went to
in
it.
Crystal River.
I'm sorry?
In Crystal River, that
Yeah.
is the only store.
Which Walmart would you normally go to?
Lecanto.
Yeah, you like that Walmart?
That's the only Walmart in the Crystal River area.
Closer to Crystal River, yeah. So, and did you go there on Saturday?
I don't know if I went there, and I especially don't know if I went Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Did you think about going there at all?
What do you mean, did I think about it?
Well, did you think about before you got in the car, you know, you...
I just wanted to go for a drive.
Mm-hmm.
I just needed to clear my head.
What time of day was it, roughly?
I don't know.
Midday, late afternoon?
I don't
John,
know.
you eat lunch every day?
No,
You don't eat breakfast every day?
no. I'm real random about when I eat.
So it was the middle of the day. Was the sun out?
Yeah,
Was the top down on your car, or was it up?
it was down.
Okay. So you had nice weather to drive around with the top down?
Yeah.
Perfect day for driving, after you're mad and upset.
The only reason why I remember the top being down because I was having problems with it. And I was pushing that stupid button up, down, up, down, up, down, and it wouldn't decide what it was doing, and I just wanted to get out of there, and so I just...
What
It
was
was
he doing?
halfway up, halfway down, and I just left.
What was he doing when you left?
He was still in the kitchen.
Was in the kitchen? Did he walk out after you or anything like that?
No, I mean, though, like I said, that was after I got out of the shower, and I just said, I'm leaving.
And what did he say about that?
I just said, I'm going for it. I don't know. And I didn't really care. I just couldn't handle any more of the bullshit coming out of his mouth.
You wanted a divorce,
I wanted a divorce.
but he didn't.
That's what didn't make any sense to me. You know, I mean, here's your chance. You can go wherever you want to, do what you want to do. Live your life how you want to live.
Was that upsetting you that he wouldn't give you a divorce?
I just didn't want him, and I told him that. I said, you know what? If you don't want to divorce me, then just come clean. And don't call me your wife anymore. Just treat me like your bitch, because it's easier for me to be disrespected as your dumbass girlfriend than to be disrespected as your wife.
And how was he he was treating you like you were a girlfriend?
Yeah, like, you know, I mean, he just had no concept of respect, of, you know, just, you know, I'm just trying to explain to him that if you want me to accept you like your little girlfriends, except that you're out f***ing everybody, I can do that. I can be just as much of accepting of you being a scandalous piece of shit as all of them if I'm not your wife. I can't accept that if you want to shove it in my face while I'm your wife.
And he was treating you like you were a side piece.
Yeah. I'm his wife.
Right. And that just pissed you off.
It's not so much that it pissed me off. It's just that I just wanted him to understand that we have this conversation often, that I would tell him, I'm accepting of what you're doing as long as I'm not your wife.
Okay, so you went for a drive. What happened when you came back? Where was he at when you got back?
I don't know.
You don't know where he was at when you got back? Or did you go in the house?
That's the last thing I remember was getting my keys and going for a drive.
Where was Larry when you got back home?
That's the last thing I remember is getting my keys and going for a drive.
Well, that's what we're trying to help you do, is remember, we're trying to find out the truth about everything. I mean, who do you think could tell us better about what happened? Who do you think I should ask about what happened?
Whoever you want. I mean,
Well, who?
we don't have.
There was only you and Larry there.
Yeah, we don't have people come over and stuff. I mean.
So who could tell me? Who would I ask to tell what happened?
Well, why don't you go to his family, since they think they know everything, since they're visiting all the time according to them.
Well, they weren't there though, Victoria. So it was you and Larry there. So who should I ask about what happened? Do I get your side of the story, or do I get his side of the story? That's what I'm trying to find out from you. You can give us your side of the story, or we get the other side of the story. What should I do? Trying to give you an opportunity here to tell us what took place.
But I don't remember, so I have.
Well, there are a lot of things you remember. You remember him with all of these girlfriends. You remember the minor.
Because the girlfriends have been going on since we've been married.
Mm-hmm. And when did the minor start?
The minor thing I found out before the incident.
Yeah. Okay, about how long before the incident did you find out about the minor?
Like the day before.
The day before. And that was something you just wouldn't tolerate. You could handle the other women, but you couldn't tolerate the minor.
And because it was more and more and more stuff, and I just, that's an illness in itself.
The minor pushed you over the edge. That really got to you. The whole bit with the minor. And then he wouldn't tell you the truth about it. And it got you more and more angry. To the point that...
All I told him was, I'm getting the divorce. You know, we're going through the divorce. He already knew that I sent an email to my divorce attorney.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm following through.
Right, you told us that already. I understand you remember that. But let's start going back to some of the other things. Who do I ask? There's only you and Larry there, so who do I ask about what happened, Victoria? I know you remember a little bit more than you're telling us right now.
Hi, Victoria. Hey, come in. We know something major happened there. You know something major happened there. This is your way of telling us your side of the story. If not, we have to choose what we have evidence-wise. So either you tell us what happened, which I understand you may not want to remember it all, but you know what happened. You're not dumb. You're very intelligent. So tell us what happened. We know something major happened. You know something major happened. You obviously know, we already know you went to the liquor store. So obviously we already know more than we're even telling you we know. We know you know everything that happened. I need you to tell me what happened on your side.
Give us your version of what happened.
If I can remember, I would tell you I obviously try to remove my hands from my arm.
Correct.
Did you do something that caused you to want to do that?
Yes, and I've been telling you that because...
What is it that you did? Did you do something to Larry?
No, what caused me to do that is I felt disgusted with myself that I could be with a piece of crap like that as long as I was.
Victoria, you told us that, I'm gonna do this over here. Look, Victoria, hey. We know something bad happened. We know you tried to life after it happened. We obviously know you went to the store. We know all that already. We're trying to get you to be honest. So that way whatever you do tell us, we know you're telling the truth. Because if
I'm
not,
telling you what
Victoria,
I know.
we know you're not telling us everything you know. This is not my first day at the job. It's not his first day at the job. Okay? You know you've been in the hospital for a week. Guess where we were for the last week? You know we've been through your whole house. So you know we know everything that happened there. But I need your side of the story to tell me what happened on your side.
Help us to understand.
Because when we found you, you were covered in leaves and blood. The only way you could get covered in leaves the way you were, if you were out there on the ground.
With Larry.
Okay? I know you sent the email to your lawyer. So just tell me what happened.
You don't think people drove by your house
I don't know.
while things were going on outside?
So Victoria, tell me what happened that day. Tell me your side, or you're intelligent.
I don't know. All I know is that I just started slashing my...
What knives?
I don't know what
Yes,
I was
you do.
slashing with. No, I don't.
Victoria.
I don't know what knife it was. I have no idea what...
Where did you get the knife from?
I don't know what kind of knife it was, what knife, whatever it was. All I know is that I was as hard as I could. I didn't feel anything. I was just numb to the whole experience. And I just know that I fell on the ground.
Outside?
Outside.
Right by Larry?
I don't know where I was. I just fell on the ground. And I was just laying there thinking I'm just going to bleed out right here. And I'm so deserving of it because...
Because you lost your temper on something else?
No, because... What if... Just, I felt so disgusted with myself to be with such a f***ing animal. I don't know how long, and I rolled over a few times. And then finally I stumbled over and to the cement pad and I walked my way into the house.
Which door did you open up to get in the house?
The sliding door
Sliding
through
door.
the pool.
In the kitchen area?
How'd you get in the pool door then?
Because it has a push
Right.
door, it's fairly easy.
So you went into the house through the sliding door? You didn't go in through the pool or through the bathroom?
Yeah, I went through it because the sliding door was already open. Just the curtain was, I just had to move the curtain over.
Okay.
Were you arguing with Larry outside too? There was an argument outside.
I don't know.
Victoria?
Victoria.
You know we were at the house. We know what happened. So just be honest with us.
Well, I'm
So help
glad that you
yourself.
guys know what happened because I sure the hell don't.
We know the end result. We're trying to get your side to help you out.
All I know is that he's a disgusting pig.
Okay?
And
Do you think he got what he deserved?
he would never be able to get what he deserves.
What do you think? What do you think would be punishment enough for him that what he deserved?
You guys don't have enough of a justice system to give people what they deserve when it comes to child crimes.
Well,
Tell us. Tell us what would be punishment enough.
I don't have a clue.
Do you think that you could give him enough punishment?
Oh, no.
You tried.
Victoria, you left. You went to the store. We know what you bought, obviously. Victoria, can you look at me? We obviously know what you bought already. We know you came back to the house. So what happened when you came back to the house? Victoria,
Talk to us.
I need you to be honest with me. It's the only way I can help you.
I don't remember. I just remember leaving the house.
And where'd you get the knives you cut your wrist
Wait.
on? I can tell you where you, but I'm waiting for you to be honest and tell me.
Let's see if you're telling us the truth. How can I believe you if you don't remember, if you don't tell us where you got the knives from?
Well, considering that there's only a few stores around that you could ever get anything from,
Well, tell us.
there's the bait shops and
What else?
You know we know what you bought. So be honest. The I remember doesn't work.
well, I'm sorry if it doesn't work, but I don't remember. I don't know.
Victoria, you remember a lot of other things.
Remember the top not going up in your BMW. You remember playing with the button. You remember going camping.
So,
You can tell you're not being honest with us by the way you remember or don't remember. I've dealt with people that actually don't remember stuff.
I remember going camping because of the fact that that was supposed to be something that I think it's so funny because I could hear him in the hospital telling his bratty ass children, oh, and he bought her this and he bought her that. And
When was
none
this?
of that was when I was in the hospital.
Recently?
Yeah.
You know he wasn't talking.
I could hear him. I recognize his voice regardless of whatever.
You know as well as I do, he couldn't be there talking. It'd be impossible.
Well, okay, whatever. You guys can stick to whatever story you want, but I could hear him.
Okay, you can hear him. I'm not going to argue your point. You couldn't hear him, but you know it couldn't be him.
It was him. And I know the sound of his children's voice.
they don't live here in Florida.
I know they don't, but they were here.
So they weren't here.
Yeah, they were.
Okay?
Yeah, they were.
I won't argue the point that you heard their voices. Okay? But I will argue the point that you know he couldn't actually physically be there.
Yes, he was.
Victoria.
Yes, he was.
What did you buy at Walmart? You know you were there. You know Walmart has video.
God, we go so often to Walmart.
But that,
It was the last day you went to Walmart.
you went by yourself. You don't think we looked at the video?
You know there's tons of video in there.
We can even tell you the time you went there.
Okay, great, tell me.
I'm waiting to hear from you the truth.
Because I don't know.
No, you know.
No, I don't know.
Victoria,
I don't know.
I think you do know.
I don't know.
But I think you're afraid
I
to tell
don't know.
us.
I don't know.
If you don't remember the time, what did you
No,
buy
I mean,
in there?
I just don't know.
What did
That
you buy?
whole 48 hours is just a blur.
How do you know it was 48 hours? From when the incident happened?
From when I took the pills in the morning.
Afternoon, Larry talked to somebody.
Okay,
So we know he was alive Saturday afternoon.
okay.
So, right.
Okay.
So Saturday afternoon, what happened when you got back from Walmart?
Did you get in another argument
I mean,
over the minor? Did you get in another argument over the minor?
So now I'm just getting confused. I don't know what.
He's talking about when the girl, did you get in an argument when you got back from Walmart? Did you get in another argument with Larry when you got home? Or were you still mad when you got home, you think?
I don't know. I mean, I don't recall anything about when I got home.
Well, you didn't have any alcohol, so you weren't intoxicated. You said you didn't.
Yeah, like I said, it's been a long time since I drank.
Right, so you weren't drunk.
Because I've got a head, and it's just when I get under a lot of pressure and just problems and this and that, and I just, especially after my accident, I just...
Well, you went for a drive, and that was to clear your head. So now your head was cleared, so remembering should not be a problem.
Just because I go for a drive to clear my head doesn't mean it works.
Well, I'm just repeating what you told us before. You're the one that told us that you would
Yeah, I just go for a drive
to clear your head.
Try to calm down and try,
Right.
But it doesn't mean it necessarily works. That's why I'm on meds. That's why.
What else did Larry do that afternoon that pissed you off? You were disgusted with, yes, the young girl he was with. He wouldn't come off of it. What else did he do to piss you off? Because I'm pretty confident something happened that afternoon.
I don't remember, and I mean, I just, and that's it. I don't remember. And you're telling me that I am, or that I do, and I don't. And I've been trying the time that I've been in the hospital to try to piece some things together, trying to think, trying to whatever. I mean, I've been like tired and throwing up and this and that, between my arms hurting, and I mean, I haven't really been able to come up with anything.
Victoria, I think overall you're a good person. And I think something happened that pushed you over the edge, that caused you to lose control. I'm not saying it was your fault, but something pushed you over the edge. Overall, you're a good person, Victoria. You came back from your drive, and you went manic, and you lost control.
See, we can work with that.
I understand that. I mean, I deal with people all the time who lose control, and I do understand it. I have sympathy. Maybe Larry didn't, but I can understand what you were going through. Sometimes it does you good just to get it off of your chest, and we talk about it and we figure out, what caused it, what was the trigger.
What set you off? Because there was a lot of rage there.
Yeah,
something set you off.
Something he said set you off when you came back.
Or you just boiled over when you went on the drive and just wouldn't go away.
You're a better person than what happened. I really do think that. But if I don't get your side of the story, I only have one other side to go on. Come on, Victoria, please.
Well, then I guess if you needed to have my side of the story, would I need to give it to you from an attorney's point of view? Because I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. I just know that I couldn't do anything with my hands, and that's when I noticed my arm was, and I didn't, and that's But I keep telling the doctors and everybody that the way that my arm was laid open and not to feel a thing, I didn't feel any pain.
Was that Saturday night?
I don't know what night it was. All I know is that I was trying to get the pill bottle open, and
Or was it going into Sunday morning?
I don't know when it was.
Were you able to use Larry's phone that night?
I don't know where Larry's phone was. I don't care. I used my phone.
You used your phone on that Saturday night.
I don't know if it was Saturday night or when it was.
But that was Monday morning.
I don't know when it was. I'm just saying that
Do you go on Facebook?
very rarely.
Hmm.
The last time I had.
Would you ever go on Larry's Facebook?
Nah. I figured that I already knew he was a scumbag. More than I care about. Am I just gonna find out more scum? Nah. Yeah.
Well, good people don't normally, something had to trigger you and set you off, Victoria. Like I said, I think overall you're a good person, and I think you got very hurt. I don't think this is something normally you would have done. But I think you got pushed to a certain level, a certain point where he triggered you. I think you thought about it before you went to Walmart. You knew what you were doing when you went to Walmart, why you were going in there.
This is the thing. And I told every single one of these psychologists who I've talked to, I never have a plan in place, but I always have something in the back of my head.
Right.
The moment I have that trigger moment, I will immediately have a plan.
But when you went to Walmart, you had a plan because you know what you bought.
But that's what I'm saying, is that I might not know at that moment how I'm going to go about it.
Okay.
Okay? Like, because he would put up the firearms or whatever it was that, I would try to myself or this or that or blah, blah, blah. So if he would take this or take that or whatever it was that I would possibly, because I would occasionally check to see if the guns were there or this was there,
For what reason?
to kill myself.
But when you went to Walmart, I think you had a plan because you wouldn't have bought what you bought. That was thinking ahead.
Hey, Victoria, I'm going to be completely honest with you, okay? I've been working on this since Monday morning. Worked here too. Worked on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then now we're next week into this week. We've been through your phone. We've been through your house. We see you at Walmart. We see you at the liquor store. We know when your car was parked in your driveway and the direction it was parked in. So if we look at your phone, you know what days we know you searched for what items. Insurance. What prison did you go to?
What?
What prison you would go to. You search this on your phone. Just do me a favor, don't insult me by my intelligence. I haven't insulted you yet. Okay?
We went on your phone.
I've been nice to you the entire day. I was nice to you coming here. We've searched everything. We know you went to Walmart. We know you bought the knives. We know you didn't even pay for a mellow yellow. You probably forgot to not pay for it when you walked through the store. Because we watched you through the whole store and think you just forgot to not pay for it because you had money.
Can tell you what clothing you were wearing?
A mellow yellow?
Yeah, it was mellow yellow or some type of drink like that, or maybe it was a Sprite or something. Anyhow, we got you on that. We can respond to your house. You're covered in blood. Your hair is all matted up with the leaves and stuff like that. You know Larry's dead in the backyard. So we're trying to get you to be honest with us. And my patience is running thin on it because I have not insulted you. I've been kind to you, have I not?
And I'm not insulting your intelligence, but I've not looked up any of that.
I'm telling you you did because we did a search on your phone. We did a
Now,
search
what
warrant.
kind of insurance are you talking about?
Life insurance.
For whom?
I guess Larry, because you searched it.
That's
It's on your phone.
It's on your phone. I've
No,
got the
it's on your
documents approved
phone.
on your phone. I
Because
did a search warrant on your phone.
I've never looked up insurance for Larry.
You said if you would get paid if you were cleared. It's on your phone.
The only time that I've ever been considered
And that was 2 days prior.
insurance for myself because I had asked Larry about insurance. How long would it be if my kids were able to collect on
You searched on this day. I'm not saying you didn't search in the past. So be honest with me. Tell me what happened that day when you got back. Some stuff you may not remember, and I can understand little bits in that. But I've been doing this long enough.
I've never searched for insurance on Larry.
Did you search where the women murderers go to prison? Did you search that? Did you search if one spouse kills the other? And then ask about the life insurance.
Once you're cleared.
Have everything off your phone.
So just be honest with us and tell us what happened on Saturday.
I did not search for insurance. I've never searched for life insurance.
Well,
for him
who searched on your phone then?
and you know, so I mean, you guys can go with your bad selves talking about whatever, but I've never done that. I've never done that. And I'm being totally honest with you guys.
You're telling me you don't remember anything. That's not being honest because I have people tell me that.
That is being
You may not remember
honest.
parts of it. I agree with that.
I didn't look that up.
So I'm asking you to be honest with me because I've been trying to be honest with you to get your side of the story, what happened. And now I'm stuck at just saying you went on a rampage and got nuts.
If you guys are telling me that I'm looking up insurance and whatever.
It was one search.
I guess I'll just ask for an attorney.
Okay. The attorney question is done. Just so you know you're being charged with murder of your husband. I tried to get you to be honest.
I didn't do that.
So you want to
You said you don't want to talk to us, so.
I gave you plenty of options.
I've been telling you guys I don't remember it, and you're telling me I did that, and I didn't.
Did what?
So I didn't search that. So I didn't search for life insurance. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. All these things you're telling me I did, and I know I didn't because I have no interest in it.
You said you don't want to talk to us,
so.
so.
At Walmart, buying knives before it happened.
I bought knives. If I did buy knives, it was to myself, obviously.
Okay. And?
And it didn't work, obviously.
You said earlier you couldn't remember, now you can remember.
No, I'm just saying you saying I bought knives.
No, you just said you bought knives.
Obviously, if I bought, no, I said, if you're saying I bought knives, if I bought knives, it was to myself and it didn't work, obviously.
Yeah, we understand you tried that after Larry got killed. Said you don't want to tell us
He's
your
not
side, you don't
dead.
want to tell us your side.
He's alive.
You go with that story. Good luck.
Victoria Crites-Worley pleaded guilty to second-degree murder with a deadly weapon. She was sentenced to life in prison.